called the apple tree. I call it the apple tree coming home, the name of it. The minister just closed a revival in a big, huge Midwestern city. He stepped on his train on his way home, and he was sounding just sitting beside a young man. Nothing better to do, he turned that young fellow, he tried to start a conversation with him about the weather, or just about things in general. He noticed that he didn't receive an answer. He turned that young fellow, he saw a tear just streaming down his face. He told me, son, I'm a preacher and I'm a minister. I'd be glad to help you any way that I can. That young fellow, through his tears, proceeded to tell their story. He said, preacher, 2 years ago, I got some men at home, but my mom and dad couldn't do anything with it. Well, one day he went as far as to strike my father with my fist. He told me, son, we're going to have to ask you to leave home. We can't do anything with you while you're breaking your mommy's heart. Preacher, for the last 2 years, I've wandered all over this country. But about 3 weeks ago, I gave my heart and life to Jesus.
Yeah.
I wrote my mom and dad a letter, and I told them I'd be on this train, and I told them I was coming home. Well, that preacher said, that's all well and good, son. Just how do you know that you're going to be welcome? Just how do you know that everything's going to be all right at home? He said, preacher, we've lived beside these railroad tracks all of my life with a little white house. Out behind that house is a great old big apple tree. I told my mom and dad in that letter if I was welcome home, if everything was all right, they just had my daddy go out back and hang a big white rag on top of that apple tree. I could see at the window of this train. I know then that everything was all right. Preacher, we're almost home. We're almost home. Would you look out the window and tell me what you see? I want to go home so bad, I'll just pray that white rag won't be on top of that apple tree. That preacher reached over and dusted the window of that train, looked out, and he had a big old grin on his face. He said, son, well, son, you don't have a thing to worry about. That old apple tree's in full blossom. There's white rags all over. That's all I can see is white rags. Now, if they're standing under that old apple tree, I see an old gray-haired mom and dad standing there waving a big white bed sheet, saying, come on home, son, come on home. You know, that's just like God. No matter how mean you've been, no matter what you've done in with your life, all you have to do is say, Jesus, help me. Jesus, take away my sins. And he'll welcome each and every one of us home.
Amen.